So let's pick up where we left off with figuring out this pan. And we said that it was going to start here. This would be position A. So you'd have an A like that. And this would be position B. So you'd have a B with a circle. And it's going to start here in a blank. And then it's going to pan over here to where Captain Crunch is standing with his back to us. And what that looks like on the sheets is this. It says BG1 because it's scene 1. 12 field center, so it's the entire field. Position, I should say position A. Pan. So, and then I wrote all levels pan to the right, which means that the cameraman is going to actually pull the sheets on the bar to the left. And we write down the increments in the camera column. So let's get a pencil that we can actually see. And it's kind of a quick pan in some ways. So we would start with 0.10, which on the bar is from here to here, the long line. And then we'd speed up to 0.20, 0.30. So the first move is here, 1/10. The second move is 2/10. The third move is 3/10, 0.30. 1, 2, 3. And then after that, we're going 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at 1 inch. So all of these together make 1 inch. Now we're going to move 1/2 inch, 0.50, each frame. So we write 0.50 for each frame, or we could draw a line like this, and that tells camera to just go 0.50 all those frames. And then, let me get a darker pencil so you can see better. We slow down to 0.40. And then 0.30, 0.20, 0.10, and that's the stop. So those add up to 1 inch, right? 4 and 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So there's another inch there. All of these is 1 inch. Every 2 frames is an inch moving on the bar, which looks like this. It starts here, and the first frame is 1/10 of an inch, so it moves here. Second frame is 2/10 of an inch, so it goes 1, 2. And after that is 3/10 of an inch, 1, 2, 3, and then it's at 4/10 of an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at the 1 inch mark, and every frame is 1/2 an inch, which would be here. So the next frame, everything moves 1/2 an inch. The next frame, it moves another 1/2 an inch, and so on until we get until at some point this bar should be able to move down to here. And as the captain is more on screen, now we are moving it, we're slowing down to 4/10 for the first slow in, and then 3/10, then I overshot it, 2/10, and then the 1/10 takes us to 0. And now this is our finished frame. And that's what this one is, the finished frame. So, and then the end of the scene would probably be here, and we write cut. So that's how you put all that on the sheets. I think we used to write stop, and then position B. And we might write in the action column, Captain pans into scene. To stop. We also used to write on here, I think we wrote slow in or ease in, that's it. I think we wrote ease in, ease into the move, and then ease out of the move at the end. So that's how we used to do it when we had actual layout drawings to do here in town. At some point, you send this on to checking, and checking adds up your numbers and says, well, you're off by a frame, you're off by a 1/10 or whatever, and then they send it back to you to refigure it out. Sometimes they would figure it for you. Got to a point where they just said, we will do the figuring. You tell us where to start and stop. And then it became a thing of just start and stop and let overseas figure it out. That's what happened to figuring out pans. But yeah, for a few years, we all had to do this when we were doing timing and layout. So until next time, keep drawing. Try it for yourself.